ACT Math, test number 4, answer key part 1. As always, I go quickly over the verbiage up top. You should read through it, make sure you understand it. What I typically find is that a lot of people are confused that things are not necessarily drawn to scale. That's a lie. They are drawn to scale. So you gotta keep that in mind when you're solving problems. So in triangle ABC below, the measure of angle B is 70. The measure of angle is half that of B, so 35. I don't feel like putting the degrees up there. Therefore, what is angle C? Well, 180 minus 70 minus 35 equals 75. Always check with the calculator. 21 students agreed to contribute an equal amount of money to buy a gift. If a total of 70/40 is collected after 16 students, what was the total price per gift? So we want dollars per student, so 70.40 over 16. And that tells us we have $4.40 per student. Then we go $4.40 per student times the 21 total. And we could have just done 5 more and added it. Doesn't really matter. We end up with 92.40. Number 3, the minimum fine for driving in excess of the speed limit is 25. Additional $6 is added to the minimum fine for each mile per hour. Blah, blah, blah. He had a $103 fine. He's speeding at 55. So he gets 25 plus how fast he's going minus 55 times 6. And that's his 103 fine. So subtract 25 both sides and divide that answer by 6. We get x minus 55 equals 78 over 6, which is 13. Then we add 55 to that. We get 68. In a circuit, E equals IR, V equals IR, the way I was taught. Number of volts, amps, yada yada. Does the circuit possess how much resistance for 24 volts? 24, 8 times R. R equals 24 over 8, 3, and that's ohms, but you didn't need to know that. G. Figure below. Transversal cut by a line, parallel lines, blah, blah, blah. Are angles A, B, and C congruent? No. A, C, no. A, C, no. A, D, yes. A, D, and E, looks like it. Check real quick. B, D, no. So I always like to check the last one, make sure I'm happy with it. So I think it's a good plan. In scientific notation, what is this? Well, you can just line this up underneath it. You get 75, 900,000, 3, 6, 7. So we're looking for 10 to the 7th. And it's 7.59 times 10 to the 7th. A lot of people are going to ask, why don't we round? Well, we're adding, not multiplying. So exactly what do we get? Because we can just add the two of them. That's what we get. 35.65 divided by 0.05. Put it in the calculator. You should get 713. What's slope of the line? Perpendicular to this line. Put it into slope-intercept form. We get negative 2x minus 5/3. We don't care about that. Now we need perpendicular to this. M perpendicular. Flip it upside down and negativize it, which is my stupid word for saying multiplied by -1. J. Pair of shoes originally cost $75. It's 40% off. So let's do that one real quick. It's 0.6. It's the price times 75, which means 40% off. And we get 3/5, $45, I believe. And then we multiply that by 1.07 because we need the price plus 7%. We get 48.15. Checking this one in my head real quick to make sure I'm happy with the answer. Yeah. Which of the following is x is greater than 7? Open dot. Definitely not close. Greater than 7 going to the right. That's it. If the ratio of 2p to 11r is 1 to 6, what's the ratio of 6p to 11r? So we need to multiply just the top by 3 to get 6p. That means you have to do over here. You get 3 over 6. I cannot believe they didn't reduce this to 1 over 2, but I guess they just didn't want to be mean. Which of the following equations we use to determine the value of x? Got to go through it. Now, first off, this is 5, 12, 13. Because I thought it would be sine. Because sine of x is 12 over 13. No 12, no 13, so crossing out. Tangent is 12 over 5, so that might be it. Tangent of x equals 12 over 5. Multiply both sides by 5. 5 tangent of x, no. Hey, but there it is. Let's check rules quick. Cosine's 5 over 13, no, no. Rectangular soccer field is huge. Length of the field is 10 meters more than twice the width. Width and 2w plus 10, which could be used to find it. 2w plus 10 times the width equals 4,500. That one's right here. While riding his bike at 14 miles per hour, it takes 1.2 hours to ride the length. 14 miles per hour times 1.20 hours means that the length is 16.8 meters. So now he goes at 8 miles per hour. So now we are 8 times time equals 16.8. Divide by 8, divide by 8, and it should be 210, and it is. Last year, Phil planted carrots at a square-shaped plot, 18 by 18. This year, he changed it to rectangle, but he wants the same area. New width is 12. What's this? 18 times 18, x times 12. Do a little math, should get 27. A way to do this is to say, well, divide out 6. Divide out 6. Pardon me. Wrong on both counts. 3 and 2, and then divide out 2, 9, 1. 3 times 9 is 27. 17, apartment complex is 30 apartments, each rent for blah, blah, blah. 70% are rented for 6 months. So they're getting 0.7 times 320. How much will there be total? Mash that into your calculator. Done. Figure below, these points collinear. Angle Y is 87 degrees. YXW is 128. What's the measure of angle Z? Lots of different ways to do it. These two add up to 128. You could look at this, say this is 52, and then add them up to 180. Doesn't matter to me. Either way, you'll find out. You get 41. What is the value of x in solution for the system of the equations below? This one's a little tricky. I left the top the same and multiplied the bottom by 12. This way the 3's would cancel out. And you could have done it a little bit easier to get the x's to cancel out, but I want the x, so 46x equals negative 138. X equals negative 3. So number 20, just blast it out. Get 3/10 plus 5/6 minus 8/15 multiplied by 3/3 multiplied by 5/5 multiplied by 2/2. 9 plus 25 minus 16 all over 30. 18/30 equals 3/5. That's it for now. Keep practicing. Good luck.